Mike Radich here, and I'm now joined on the phone by Tachi Palace Fights lightweight and featherweight champion, Poppies Martinez. Poppies, how are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing good. Poppies, you recently picked up a win back at Bellator 116. You defeated Josh Smith by first-round guillotine choke. How pleased were you with your performance in the fight?
I was pretty good. I was pretty happy. It was last minute. It was a week's notice, and I didn't give me ready, get ready for that fight. But when they call, I got to take it.
Mm-hmm. I'm just curious, what exactly happened with this fight? Because originally you were supposed to fight Marlon Sandro up in Canada, and then all of a sudden we find out that you're going to be fighting in Temecula, California. So what exactly happened with the Sandro fight?
Honestly, they just scratched me off the card, and they said, I don't really know what happened, but they just told me something happened with him or something else. And I was like, all right, when can you guys get me in? They said as soon as possible. And it was supposed to be May 16th or something. I was supposed to fight again. But they called me probably for that last fight, a week's notice, called my manager and said, hey, does Poppy want to fight? My manager said, yeah, he'll take the fight. And then from there, we just went on and took that fight.
Oh, okay. I see. And before that fight, you captured your second TPF belt. You defeated Chris Cully to grab the featherweight strap. That was a great fight, great performance by you. How about that one? What were your thoughts about that fight?
That fight was pretty good. I enjoyed that fight. It was in my backyard. I was fighting for my second title for the Tachi Palace fights, and I know he was a kickboxer, and I heard his jiu-jitsu was really good, and I just told myself, take it wherever it goes. I've been in this game almost 13 years. He just surprised me with anything. Mm-hmm. Went out there and, took him down, started laying some elbows, and then he fell into my submission right away.
Mm-hmm.
I've been working submissions with Joe Soto, and before Joe Soto, I was working with Team Alpha Male with Uriah Faber and them for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm. Now, that fight against Chris Cully, it was a great performance because you made Chris Cully, who's a very good fighter. I mean, he's a champion in Bama USA, so he was coming up to Lemoore to fight you, so it was kind of like a champion versus champion match, I guess you could say. And you just made him look like he had never been in a fight before. You just completely overwhelmed him. You got him to the ground, tapped him out very quickly. I'm just curious, do you think that, the whole thing got to him a little bit? Because, he's fighting in your backyard, and, that dance that the people of Tachi do, like that's very intimidating. I was scared. I was like, oh my God, this is very intimidating. Do you think any of that got to him? Do you think that's why he kind of had like a flat start?
Honestly, I don't know. My tribal dancers, they come out and, they do their little ceremonial dance. They do like a tribal dance for me before I walk out, and I don't know what hit him, but Chris Cully, he's a great fighter. He had like a 9 winning streak, undefeated, like straight 9 wins to the Bama champion. I was going against a big name too, and I just probably the tribal dancers got to him. I don't think he was used to like a fighter like me coming out with a big old ceremony, like a big old traditional Indian dancers coming out.
Right.
I don't think he was ready for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. I was shaking in my seat. And it's very long. It's a very long dance. It's like what, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. It's pretty long. He walked in first, and then he was standing there for a very long time. And I'm just curious, what exactly is that dance? Is it a war dance? Is it just like a traditional like celebration dance? What exactly is going on there?
War dance, yeah.
It's a war dance.
War dance, yes.
Mm. Oh. Okay.
And the people that do it, they're the Indians that have the traditional, they know what to do, and I let them do their thing, and they let me get my thing ready for my fight, and they do it very well. They get me all pumped up, they get me motivated. They pray for me before I start walking out. It's all good when they do all that for me.
Mm-hmm.
I wish hopefully down the road Bellator let me have them out there for Bellator. It will mean a lot to me.
Yeah. I hope they let you do that. That would be awesome. That's very like pride, I guess, of you. You know, you could have them dancing, and then you could make your walkout. That would be perfect. I would enjoy seeing that, because I thought that was a great thing. I mean, I was worried. I was nervous, even though I wasn't fighting, but I was nervous. But I really enjoyed the dance. So, anyways, Poppies, I'm just curious. Are you full blood native or half on your mother's side and your dad's side? I'm just curious.
I'm half Tachi and half Mexican.
Oh, okay. Now, Poppies, there's a couple questions I've always wanted to ask you. The first question is Poppies your real first name?
No, it's my nickname. I've had this name since I was born. That's my nickname.
Oh, okay. What's your real name?
My real name is Juvencio.
Oh, okay. And what's your brother's real name? Because I believe that Mickey is not his real first name.
No, his name is Andrew too.
Oh, okay. Why the nicknames? Where did these come from?
We got them from my uncle and my grandpa. I guess since we were little kid before I can remember, always been known as Poppies. I didn't really know my real name until I got into school. Oh. And they're like, your name is Provincium. When I was little, and I'm like, no, my name's Poppies. And for the years, if you've been called Poppies all your life, it just sticks with you. My uncle Ralph and my grandpa gave me that name, and it always stuck with me.
Oh, I see. Interesting. Now, I've always been curious, since you are the Tachi kid, when you're not fighting, do you go there and hang out? Like, will you go there on a weekend and just kick back, relax, have a meal at the buffet? I heard they have a great buffet there. Will you just hang out there even if you're not fighting? Or there's not a fight card going on?
Once in a great while, me and my wife will go out and, go out there once in a while. But if there's fights, we'll go out there and support the team and support the venue, Touch Palace fights or whatever they're putting on. We'll go support. But I can't really, go out of my way all the time because I got 8 kids back at home. Me and my wife.
Really? 8 kids?
It's hard to get away sometimes, yeah.
Huh. All the same woman?
No, I got 4 with one, and then me and my wife now have 4 together.
Oh, okay. I see.
Together we have 4.
Okay.
8 kids.
I see. You've been in this sport a very long time. Was there ever a time where you doubted that you would ever make it to a big show? Or was there ever a time where you said, well, maybe I'm just going to be fighting in Lemoore for the rest of my career. Maybe I won't get a chance to fight in a big show, whether it's the UFC, whether it's Bellator, whether it's World Series of Fighting, Strikeforce, any of the other big shows, Elite XC, some of those that aren't around anymore. Was there ever a time where you said, you know what, I just think I'm just going to be fighting at Tachi for the remainder of my career?
I did have doubts, I ain't gonna lie. I had doubts. I had an opportunity to fight on, when Chris Cyber was going to fight Gino Carano on that card, but something happened with one of my kids. He had got in an accident, and, and he got really, really hurt. He was in a coma for like 3 to 4 months, and by the time, I wasn't even thinking about fighting or anything, and people are like, Poppy, are you supposed to be fighting today? And I'm like, people are trying to ask me, but, I think I burned my bridge at that time, but, my family goes first, my kids go first, and, at that time, I wasn't even thinking about fighting at that time. But I did have an opportunity to fight for Strikeforce, but, like I said, my kid got hurt, and my kids are more important. Then down the road, I kept on fighting, and then Bellator gave me an opportunity back before I fought for them this time. They gave me an opportunity, and then something happened with me at that time. I got hurt, and then they gave me the second chance, and I was grateful they gave me that second chance because I needed it. Pumped me up, give me a goal to fight for. I want to be the world champion soon, one day. Mm-hmm. That's my goal, is go into Bellator and be the champ, be the best.
Right. You've been in this sport a very long time, and I've seen your record, and I've looked at it, and I've seen that you've had a lot of chances where a big show could have signed you. You've had a lot of good win streaks throughout your career. Why has it been so long? Why did it take a big organization like a Bellator so long to sign you? What was the holdup? Why is it happening now? You've been in the sport professionally since 2003. Why is it, 2013, 2014 that you're finally making it to a big show?
You know what? Honestly, I don't know. You know, like right now, I got one of the best managers to the Central Valley right now. Isaac Reese, you know, he picked me up when nobody would. You know, and at that time, I never had a manager, and I've done everything on my own. And then somehow Bellator popped back up, and he mentioned, "Hey, Poppy, what do you want?" And I told myself, UFC or Bellator would pick me up. I would go to either one, and Bellator gave me the opportunity. UFC, I don't know if I'm not their style or I'm not entertaining. I don't know what they want from their fighters, but you know, I trained with a lot of guys that are in the UFC. I trained with a lot of them, and I hung with the best of them. You never knew why they never gave me the opportunity, but I ain't gonna look back. I'm gonna look forward. You know, Bellator, like you said, gave me the opportunity. I'm gonna march forward and step up and try to get that belt.
I'm just curious, why do you think that they don't think that you're exciting? You have 26 finishes and 29 of your wins. Why would you think that they don't think you're exciting? You've finished basically everybody you've beaten.
Honestly, I don't know. You know, always wanted to fight for them, but you know, the only people that answer that question would be the promoter or Dana White. Would be the only guy who would know that.
Okay.
So Bellator saw a lot of interest in me, and when I fought for them twice, when I lost, they were happy, you know, with my performance. When I won, they were happy with me, you know. And that's what I like. They treat me really well. They treat me with open arms, a lot of respect. You know, I'm happy where I'm at right now, you know.
Right.
They treat me really well.
Now, are you exclusive to Bellator, or can you still fight for Tachi Palace? Because obviously a lot of people want to see you fight there again, and it feels you know, different when you're not on the card. It doesn't feel right if you're not fighting on a TPF card or one of the other organizations that have been there. It doesn't feel right if you're not there. So can you still fight for Tachi Palace? Because obviously you're the title holder in 2 different weight classes. So are you solely with Bellator now, or will you be back at Tachi?
I think I'm going to be going, like, me and my manager are going to sit down with Bellator sometime this or next week and, you know, sit down with them because they want to have me more fighting for them now than Tachi Palace now. I'm going to have to probably have to, well, I'm going to release my lightweight title because, you know, I can't be any bigger anymore. I'm going to release the title and let somebody else fight for it. Then Bellator will let me, I can defend my featherweight title.
When you defeated Chris Cully and they were doing the post-fight interview, you mentioned that you would like to fight in Bellator, which you ended up doing, but at the time you said you would like to fight in Bellator and get a win and then fight for the world title. Do kind of like an Eddie Alvarez, Michael Chandler, Pat Curran thing where fight for the title even though you didn't go through a tournament. Is that still the case? Are you still hoping that you can bypass the tournament and fight for the title?
You know what? I really do, because, you know, like you said, I've been fighting for years. I think I have a good resume on my record. You know, I got a lot of finishes by submission or knockout. You know, my fights didn't go the distance. You know, hopefully, you know, you look at that and, like, you know what? He deserves, instead of going to the tournament, deserves this to fight the champ. But it's up to the bosses. Whatever they say goes, but, you know, if I have to go through the tournament, yeah, let it be. I'll go to the tournament to get to the belt. That's my goal, to beat the champ. That's, you know, one of my biggest goals right now is to be the world champion for Bellator.
Just curious, Poppies, how old are you?
I am 30.
Oh.
I started fighting really young.
At this point in time, do you feel that you're in the prime of your career?
A little bit. You know, it's weird when people announce my name at the weigh-ins, like Bellator said, the veteran Poppies Martinez. I'm not, you know, I don't think I'm a veteran yet, but, you know, if people call me veteran, I'm a veteran. And then, you know, I was on, HC, the MMA News or whatever it's called, with Boss Room in there. They call me a veteran too, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, am I that old? But I guess I've been in the sport for a long time, and, you know, I paid my dues, and hopefully, you know, Bellator will give me that shot. You say, you know what, Poppy deserves just to fight the champ. But I'm hoping for the best.
I heard an interview you did recently where you said that you only had a couple more years in the sport. Do you still feel the same way? That you only have maybe 2-3 years left?
Yeah, like my max is 5 years, and You know, the guys are getting younger, quicker, athletic, and, you know, I've been in this game for a very long time, and if I could find until I'm 35, 36, that would be great, you know. And if I could be a champion and win that belt for Bellator and be champion for a long time, I would be very happy.
Mm-hmm. I'm just curious, Poppies, are you sponsored by Cheetos?
Yeah. Yeah, my manager got me that. My manager got me that sponsor, you know. You know, I used to spend a lot of money on buying hot Cheetos because, you know, I like them so much. And then I got the hot Cheetos symbol on my hand.
Really? Tattooed on your hand?
Tattooed on my hand.
Now, from what I understand, is you're like a chain fire Cheeto eater, like how some people are a chain smoker where they smoke like 2 packs a day or 1 pack a day. You're a 1 or 2 bag fiery hot Cheeto bag eater a day, right?
Yeah, but I don't eat those little bags. I eat like big bags of hot Cheetos.
Oh, the family size ones?
Yeah, they're part of the family size one. Oh. The biggest one they have, the extra hot ones.
From what I understand, there was a story where the guys at Team Alpha Male tried to break you of this habit. They poured water in these bags. Is that true?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Actually, put water. I think a couple of the guys were all in there. Put water in my chips. I put it in the cabinet. I usually hide them because you used to yell at me about them. And when I guess he found them, and I left for a couple of days to go visit my kids at the time, and I came back. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm hungry. And the guy want to eat some fruit. I said, all right. I went up to the cabinet and went to go check for my chips. Got my chips. I was like, eat one, like all squishy and moldy, and I got mad, and everybody started laughing at me. And I got pissed because I didn't have no money. I had no more money. I was like, what the hell? Who done this? And you know, I was just laughing. Like, I told you not to eat those. And I was like, all right. I guess I can't eat them. But digging through his car, I found some money and bought me some more hot Cheetos.
And so with the sponsorship, do they give you like a big box of them, like a month, or is it a year's supply? You know, with the sponsorship, what do they give you?
They just give me, right now, they just give me bags of hot Cheetos right now. Hopefully down the road they'll give me, you know, money. But right now, I'm happy with the Cheetos, you know. They usually give me almost 150 bags of hot Cheetos.
Mm-hmm. And how many have you gone through?
I go through them pretty much really quick. If I'm fighting, I gotta slow down. Don't get me wrong, I still eat them when I'm getting ready for fights, but I don't eat that much of them because they pack on the weight.
Mm-hmm. With you going, you know, solely down to 145, you said that you're going to vacate the 155 title to focus on fighting at featherweight. What's that going to do for your Cheeto intake?
I guess I gotta eat less hot Cheetos now, but, you know, it's a habit. I ain't gonna break it, but, you know, mm-hmm. I'll slow it down a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Now, from what I understand, I read something somewhere where they said that if you eat hot foods, that's actually supposed to get your metabolism going and make you burn calories quicker. Have you heard about this?
No, I never heard about that.
Oh, because I was thinking, you know, maybe eating hot Cheetos isn't bad because, you know, they're pretty spicy, those things. Maybe it would be a good thing for you to eat those. You know, it'll burn off the weight.
Yeah, I should tell that to Uriah and say, you know what, you better eat some hot Cheetos for hell's burning calories. But he'll probably laugh at me, and then after a while he'll probably try to scold me out.
Is that the only chip you like, the hot Cheetos, or do you like regular Cheetos or some other chip?
I like the regular hot Cheetos, the regular ones, the extra hot ones, but not the regular ones. I don't know. I just like the real extra hot and the regular hot ones. And I usually put like a lemon in it and some lemon and a little bit of salt, shake it up and eat it.
Do you go with the crunchy or the puffed ones, or does it not matter?
Probably the regular ones, not the puffy ones, but the other ones.
Oh, okay. Poppies, we mentioned Cheetos. We mentioned the Fire Out Cheetos, that sponsorship. But besides that, do you have any sponsors you'd like to thank, and is there anything you'd like to say to the fans?
I want to tell fans thank you for all the support and everything. Thank you for giving me the time to talk to you on your radio show. And I want to thank my manager, my teammates from CBCA, Thrive, Uriah, and all them. And, you know, thank all my sponsors. With all my sponsors, you know, it'd be harder to get around. But I want to thank everybody.
Poppies, thank you for taking the time to talk. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for your time.